We talked about the best NBA draft lottery picks of the 2000s. Now we gotta talk about the worst NBA draft lottery picks of the 2000s. The simple term for the worst NBA draft picks of the 2000s would be an NBA draft bust from the 2000s. And boy, some of these picks just did not work out, did they? Hindsight's 2020, I know that, but again, these are bad picks. So let's get started. The worst first overall pick is Anthony Bennett. Yeah, a guy like Kwame Brown is up there in the running, but Kwame Brown had somewhat of a long career. Anthony Bennett had a short NBA career, and he's currently in the G League. And an added bonus on that is, many believe he was a reach for the first overall pick anyway. Also, Victor Oladipo was the very next pick. The worst second overall pick is Darko Milicic, one of the most notorious draft busts in NBA history, let alone the 2000s. Darko was considered the second best guy behind LeBron James, and had LeBron decided to go to college, some believe that Darko Milicic would have been the first overall pick. He was taken before future Hall of Famers Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. The worst third overall pick is Adam Morrison. Coming out of Gonzaga, Morrison was one of the best college players ever. He drew comparisons to Larry Bird, which were kinda stereotypical, not gonna lie. He had a solid rookie season, but then he tore his ACL in the preseason, taking away any of the little athleticism that he had, and he never was the same. Brandon Roy and Rudy Gay were the two most noticeable players taken after Adam Morrison. The worst fourth overall pick is Wesley Johnson. Johnson is one of the few picks made by Minnesota on this list, so you'll see Minnesota a few more times. Johnson never lived up to any of the expectations of being the fourth overall pick, and his most noticeable career highlight is being absolutely disrespected by James Harden on the basketball court. Notable players drafted after Johnson include All-Stars DeMarcus Cousins, Gordon Hayward, and Paul George. The worst fifth overall pick is Nicholas T. However you say that last name. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. If anyone knows that, you can tell me that in the comment section. He never averaged more than 3.9 points per game in his career. Noticeable players drafted after him include Amari Stoudemire and Caron Butler. The worst sixth overall pick is Johnny Flynn. Welcome back, Minnesota. You're back in this one. However, many forget that Flynn showed some promise in his rookie year. However, injuries quickly derailed his basketball career and he's currently retired. What makes this the worst sixth overall pick is he was picked right ahead of Stephen Curry. Again, no matter how bad or how solid you were for at least 1 year and showed promise, when your career only lasts around 4 years and you were picked ahead of a future generational talent, you're the worst sixth overall pick of your era. The worst seventh overall pick is Eddie Griffin. Not going to go into too much details about his NBA career and how it was derailed because it's a really sensitive topic. Sadly, his life was taken from him at the young age of 25. The worst eighth overall pick is Rafael Araújo. I think that's how you say it. He only played 3 years in the NBA and never averaged more than 3.3 points per game. Andre Iguodala was the very next pick. The worst ninth overall pick is Patrick O'Brien. He never averaged more than 4.7 points per game in his career, and he never played more than 26 games in the season. Noticeable players drafted after O'Brien include J.J. Redick, Rajon Rondo, and Kyle Lowry. The worst 10th overall pick is Luke Jackson. This was the guy that was supposed to be the sidekick to LeBron. He was picked in 2004, a year after LeBron, so he was supposed to be the Pippen to LeBron's Jordan. He only played 46 games for the team, and he bounced around the league, but never played more than 36 games in the season, and never averaged more than 5.6 points per game. Noticeable players drafted after Luke Jackson include Al Jefferson, Josh Smith, and Jameer Nelson. The worst 11th overall pick is Fran Vasquez. He never played in the NBA, it's as simple as that. Easy to pick someone out like that, especially when you don't get any return on your lottery pick. Notable players drafted after him include Danny Granger, Gerald Green, and David Lee. The worst 12th overall pick is Yaroslav Korolev. I think that's how you say it. He only played 34 games in the NBA and averaged 1.1 points for his career. The noticeable players drafted after him are the same as Fran because they were both in the same draft class. The worst 13th overall pick is Marcus Haslett. Only played 4 seasons in the NBA and never averaged more than 4.1 points per game. Tayshaun Prince is the most notable player taken after him. And the worst 14th overall pick is Earl Clark. Earl Clark only averaged 4.4 points per game for his career. Some of the players drafted after him include all-star point guards like Jrue Holiday, Jeff Teague, and other solid point guards like Tyler Lawson, and other solid players like Taj Gibson and DeMarre Carroll. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. This is a second part to my best NBA draft lottery picks of the 2000s. I'll put the link to that one in the description if I remember to do so. Please feel free to like and subscribe. It helps support the channel. Feel free to share, get the word out, because again, it really just supports the channel. Arkwood Sports probably coming back this Friday. Be on the lookout for C+ Sports as well. Have a nice day.